everyone. Hello, my lovely people. This is Ojasvi, but you know me as V. Today I'm here with a cup of very filled to the brim, which you can't see, but and that too in a very discreet K-pop mug. Oh my, that's on the hot. Wait. So today's video is about introducing you guys to old K-pop, because now with the whole Korean wave, there's a lot of new people who are discovering K-pop for the first time, and they don't know the old K-pop groups, mainly because they're not active anymore. But there's a lot more to K-pop than BTS, Blackpink, even Stray Kids for that matter. There's so many more good artists that I feel need to be introduced. So today's video is about the first, and not even first, I guess it's like a mix. It's first, second, and the 2.5 gen of K-pop. I have a list, guys. You know it's about to get serious when there's a list. I may be sounding a little sleep deprived. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. Who cares? So today's first contender is, they are amazing. If you don't know these people, I feel like you're not doing K-pop right. They are the OG girl group. I mean, not actually, okay, but they're the ones that really laid the foundation of the path to K-pop that BTS later on paved the way, as some people say. Sure, they paved the way, but Girls' Generation was the one that was really the it group of K-pop back in, like, what? They debuted in 2007, 8 or something. Yeah, well, they go by the short form SNSD, which means Sonyeoshige, which is Girls' Generation in Korean. So a lot of their fans call them Soshi or SNSD. Nobody calls them Gigi, okay? That's just girl group. Anyways, there are so many amazing songs that they have in their discography. So they are, I think, an 8-member group now. I mean, I'm not sure if they've disbanded or if they just stopped releasing new music, but their older songs are the ones that are really good. Like, for example, I think some of you might have heard a lot of K-pop covers of G, not the letter G, G double E. So G is a really popular song. It comes in the same sense of Russian Roulette by Red Velvet. It's really similar to that one. It's, you know how the beat goes of Russian Roulette? G has that kind of vibe. You know, the really cutesy K-pop, and I don't mind it at all, because that beat, that, chorus is stuck in my brain for so long. More onto their, how do I say this, girl crush concept. They have The Boys, Run Devil Run, and they also have a lot more songs that I do not know, but I love them. Okay, when I say I'm going to introduce you guys to old K-pop, I do not stan these guys. I only stan one group, but I support every single one group that I find interesting. So, Girls' Generation is one of those old girl groups that I really enjoy, and The Boys is one of my favorite songs. I think a lot of people mention it on their channels as well. Run Devil Run has a crazy beat, okay? I mean, my favorite member who caught my attention so much is Sooyoung, because I just recently watched a Run On, and she was uh like a character in that. She played a CEO, which she totally served. And by the way, I love her dancing skills. I've seen a couple of their fan cams and I am obsessed with them right now. Oh wow, I just spoke about SNSD for 5 minutes. Well, they have a lot of discography, but the ones that I like the most will be here. And if I can fit it into the video, there will be a little clip of each song and what I'm talking about. But yeah. Next up, we have Girls' Generation. Ooh, I just made a mistake. Sorry. Next up, we have. I can't. Okay, so next up, we have Wonder Girls. They are a JYP girl group that debuted in 2007, and they were JYP's first girl group. No, Twice wasn't their first girl group. Wonder Girls was, I think, they disbanded. Yeah, I'm sure they disbanded right now. But they were also in the same like level as SNSD in terms, because they were also the very first few K-pop idols to get into the Billboard 100s, 200s, you know. Their discography, the ones that I like the most is uh Nobody, So Hot, Tell Me. Tell Me, I feel like everyone has heard, but they don't know it's a Wonder Girls song. You know that viral meme audition thing of that girl doing the like this? Yeah, that is Tell Me by Wonder Girls, and they were JYP's daughters, according to him, because he says that they were his like first girl group, obviously, so he treated them like their daughters, you know. Their discography is great. It's like a sort of how do I say this? It gives you sort of how am I supposed to explain this? I'll just play the clips here. Okay, let's redo my getting back to the video. Now, the next group that I want to talk about is Sistar, but more specifically Sistar 19. Because the reason that I want to talk about them is because one member in that group is really popular, who is still active, who is a soloist right now, and that is Hyolyn from Sistar 19. Sistar is a group. Sistar 19 is a subunit, I believe, with two members, but I really love the song Ma Boy. Yeah, it's spelled M-A, so nobody get to me in the comments that it's supposed to be My Boy. Well, the song My Boy, it gives off a really, you know, that chill R&B girl crush kind of vibe, you know, taking down the boys one at a time. Yeah, that's what Sistar gives. They were sort of, for me, as much as I can remember, they're the really fierce group, because they give me kind of like second generation, third generation Mamamoo. You know, really breaking the standards, I guess. But then their original full group song, Touch My Body, is also great. Just saying, that group gets called out on a lot on that one specific move in Touch My Body. And that same thing came back again when people were commenting on Sticky by Kiss of Life. They were like, you should not be doing these dance moves. And they're like, bruh, just watch the old groups. What are they doing? And they're perfectly allowed to do so. Well, yeah, that's all I can speak about on Sista 19. I don't think I'm that convincing, guys. I don't think anyone's gonna go out and listen to songs after this. Okay, next. This guy, I have only one song to tell you guys about, but he's a freaking legend. He is known for that one meme with Jake from Enhypen. It it is from Ireland. The clip is from Ireland, I think. And he's like, it's Rain, guys. It's Rain. He's well over 40 now, and people still crush on him. I know, right? That's. Yeah. Anyways, Rain is one of JYP's, people. He was a backup dancer for, I think, JYP, and when JYP was like, I can see the talent in you, let me debut you. So, if I'm not wrong, guys, I get all this information from my brain, from my memory, so if my memory is wrong, then it's just wrong. He was a backup dancer, and then JYP saw the talent. He's like, let me debut you. So Rain debuted as one of those soloists. He was the Taemin of his era, releasing really questionable songs. He was basically one of the few successful soloists, I guess. One of the few. One of the few. One of them. I feel like I'm gonna start so many fan wars right now. But yeah, his song Rainism is the one that gets quoted on for him the most. I think it's because that's one of his really popular songs. That song is good, okay? Don't listen to my singing and think, oh my god, that song's probably really bad. No, it's a good song. Go ahead and listen to it. Next up, we have my favorite boy group, other than Stray Kids, other than all the fourth gen boy groups. It's 2PM. Can you believe half of these are like JYP artists? Like, I guess I just like JY Papi like that. Yeah, so apparently, I did not know this, but JYP had debuted two groups with the same, like, correlated name. This was kind of like NCT back in the day. 2PM was with competition with Big Bang and, like, who else? Who else was there? I don't know who they were competing with, but they were there. Yeah, they were in the same level with, like, Big Bang, Super Junior. Super Junior is a bit old, I feel like. Hold on. Yeah, hold on. They had another group called 2AM, which focused more on ballads, and 2PM was more of the, typical K-pop music. And 2PM has our favorite green flag ever, Lee Junho. Guess who that is? That's Guwon from King the Land. And guess who Yuna, aka Chonsarang, is? It's SNSD in Yuna, guys. They're both K-pop idols. Then they're old gen K-pop idols. 2PM has, like, really iconic songs that I feel like Stray Kids have covered. So not even Stray Kids. I feel like Bangchan himself more so. My House is the one that people continuously cover, I think, with, like, trainee evaluations or something. It's just a really chill song like that. Put your hands up, okay or not, again and again. My House. By the way, you know that JYP meme where he's like playing on the keyboard and in the green light? Yeah, that's actually a freaking 2 p.m. song that he was ruining. I know. Anyways, 2 p.m. has a lot of famous people. 2 p.m. also had the very first Thai K-pop idol, Nikun. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing his name wrong. I've heard his name being pronounced in a lot of different ways. They have Oktaekyon. He is also a really popular person right now. He is him and Junho are, I think, more focused on acting. So, and they're also on the more popular side now. Even after, like, I don't think they disbanded. No, they've not. They've not. They're just not active. A lot of these groups are still like not disbanded. Some of them are, but most of them are just not active now because they're just out of that age, I guess, according to the Korean industry. Whereas we have here American pop artists who basically make music till they die and who don't, stop making music even after they give birth, even after they get married. But a lot of female idols here be getting, kicked out of the groups and stuff for this shit. Anyways, now we're getting on to the real legend of this video. This is the guy that I've been talking about. He is actually surprisingly good. Guys, it's JY Papi. That name sounds wrong. I'm sorry. It's JY Park or JYP Entertainment CEO, not anymore, founder. Yeah, guys, it's the person who created all the masterminds. It's the guy who created all of our favorite groups. It's JYP. Now he's just a producer at JYP, I think. He's the founder, so he has to keep on checking in. But yeah, JYP actually has some pretty good music. Groove Bag is honestly a vibe. If you just ignore the fact that he's JYP, that aside, it's not bad. And plus, the dances are fun. I feel like people really judge JYP. And I get you. I get why you judge him. But if you give him a chance as like a real music artist, he is a pretty good person. He's actually probably one of the better founders out there. JYP is honestly such a sweet company if we ignore the Vicha controversy that happened. Yeah, see, that's not a thing JYP can handle anymore because he's not the CEO anymore. So, can't really say anything to him. But yeah, that's that. Okay, now we are going to do the group that everyone probably knows, and that is. I was just gonna say another group. I'm sorry. We are going to do. Who should we do? Hold on. I have a list and I'm thinking which one should I say. Okay, I feel like you guys need to know who SHINee is. SHINee is back, guys. Why did Okay, whatever. So SHINee is pretty popular if you talk about me. In my terms of opinions, my English is broken today. If you talk about me, I think SHINee is a pretty popular group. They are definitely on the less active side now, but SHINee was the it group. Yeah, they were the opponents of 2 p.m. Yeah, So SHINee has some pretty amazing songs. They have Ring Ding Dong, they have Lucifer, they have Sherlock, and they have some pretty good members. They have the very first Minho. Yeah, that's Minho, guys. Not Lino, Minho. Minho. Did you know Lino said something in an interview? He was like, all three major companies have one Minho. I can tell why he changed his name for that. Anyways, back to SHINee. So SHINee, they had, I think they had 8 members, 9 members, and one of them died, which is very sad actually, because uh, according to some reports, they were saying that, you know, Jonghyun, the member that died, he died because he committed suicide, and because he couldn't handle the idol life anymore. But yeah, that's as far as you can get with, you know, the old gen K-pop, I guess. SHINee had a lot of fans, like a lot of fans. They were really popular. Same with all the groups I just named. None of these were like not that well known and only I know them or something, or only a few people know them. They were collectively very popular. SNSD was and Wonder Girls were on a whole different level. Like they performed at so many American television shows. Wonder Girls did, I think, a David Letterman show, maybe. No, SNSD did that. Yeah, SNSD did a David Letterman show. They did a Kelly Clarkson show. They also went to France. They were actually the it group. SHINee is also pretty popular, 2PM. They were one of the few groups that were actually really popular. Yeah, so give them a listen if you have a time. If you have a time? If you have time, or if you're willing to, you know, let yourself get introduced to some old K-pop groups, because if you'll notice something, when you listen to all of these old groups, you'll realize that all of these trends are slowly coming back as Y2K. Even though the outfits, the hairstyles are totally different, the music is similar. You know what? Wonder Girls is probably the closest to Islet. That's what I think. Well, the song Tell Me's intro is really similar to Islet's Tic Tac. And you know, New Jeans and Islet and SNSD and Wonder Girls are just like, for me, sort of similar. You know, SNSD earlier songs, which are, by the way, so iconic, are really similar to New Jeans and Islet. I think those are the ones that you can really tell the difference with, and you know, you realize that all these trends are coming back, and in the end, fashion is just a big cycle that keeps on repeating after 10-20 years. Well, that's it for today, but maybe, not maybe, you guys are going to be getting a part 2 and a part 3 of this very same video concept. That was part 1. This is V signing off. Bye.